Good morning. This is Rachel Jeffreyon on JHS NC. Do you like to eat? How much do you know about your digestive system? Here with us today to explain the digestive system is Dr. Gabe Keaveney. Hi, Dr. Keaveney. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So, Dr. Keaveney, tell us about the major organs of the digestive system.
Well, our digestive systems are categorized into two different parts. First, there are the organs in our alimentary canal, which most people just call the GI tract. That starts with your mouth. As we all know, that helps us break down food using our soft and hard palate on the roof of our mouth to push food forward. Also in your mouth, something called bolus forms, which is basically a ball of chewed up food. The bolus is pushed by the pharynx, which is separated into two pathways so that your food doesn't go into your lungs. Next, the bolus is pushed down your esophagus, which moves food down towards your stomach. In your stomach, the main chemical digestion begins with a substance called chyme. The chyme, which is essentially chemically broken down food, moves into the small intestine where nutrients are absorbed in the folds of the organ called plicae. Next, the digested waste goes into the large intestine where it is stored and concentrated. Any water left over is absorbed.
Interesting. That seems a lot more complicated than I thought it would be. Did you say there's another set of organs too?
Yes, those are called accessory digestive organs. Those organs, like the teeth and the tongue, which both assist in chewing and breaking down foods. They help to grip and tear pieces of food apart. Another accessory organ is the gallbladder, which stores the substance produced by another organ, the liver. It produces something called bile, which aids in digestion in the small intestine. Other organs are actually just very large glands, such as salivary glands that produce saliva, and also the pancreas, which secretes insulin and other enzymes essential to digestion.
That's awesome. It seems like the digestive system is quite essential to life.
That's right. The digestive system allows us to obtain energy, absorb nutrients, and dispose of waste. Nutrients that we absorb through the digestive system are used in countless chemical reactions throughout our body. And the energy that we obtain from food provides ourselves with the energy they need to function. The digestive system is essential to life functions and is necessary to maintain homeostasis.
Wow. Well, looks like our time is up. Thank you so much for coming.
Sure, remember to eat well and exercise.
Next up, Dr. Laura Owen is here to discuss what happens to our body when the digestive system can no longer maintain homeostasis. But first, a word from our sponsors.
These weeds are so stubborn.
What you need is a parietal cell. These cells secrete acid because they're full of mitochondria. Just try it.
Thanks to the acid from this parietal cell, this weed is now broken down and we can use its nutrients.
Stop right there. Have you taken the time today to appreciate your taste buds? See, they work very hard. They're used to abuse and friction, so they're replaced quite often. Also, these cells are columnar and primarily sensory. They're used to taste things with your tongue. Don't forget to thank your taste buds. Welcome back. Here with us today is Dr. Laura Owen.
Hi, it's great to be here. Today I'm going to talk about pancreatitis, peptic ulcers, and gastroesophageal reflux disease. So all these diseases impair the digestive system's ability to obtain energy, which is essential to maintaining homeostasis.
Sounds great. So, what is a peptic ulcer?
Peptic ulcers occur when the acid in the digestive tract easily eats away at the inner surface of the esophagus, the stomach, or small intestine. The most common cause of peptic ulcers is a bacterium known as H. pylori. The immune system is unable to clear the infection despite the appearance of the antibodies, and the bacteria causes a defect in regulation of gastrin, resulting in increased levels of gastric acid in the stomach. This increase in acid causes erosion of the muscle lining of the stomach and ulcers form.
How is this treated?
Because ulcers are caused by elevated levels in the acid in the stomach, treatment plans all aim to stabilize the amount of gastric acid in the stomach. Proton pump inhibitor medication is used to inhibit acid secretion and reduce the gastric acid production. So the proton pump inhibitors prevent the secretion of the hydrogen ions into the digestive system and thus allowing the amount of gastric acid to return to a healthy level.
Fascinating. So what is pancreatitis?
Pancreatitis is a disease in which the pancreas becomes inflamed when the digestive enzymes produced in the pancreas become activated while inside the pancreas, causing damage to the organ. The enzymes irritate the cells of the pancreas, causing inflammation. And pancreatitis is often caused by excessive alcohol consumption. So the body attempts to maintain homeostasis by directing fluids to the pancreas and to decrease inflammation as well. Because fluids are being redirected to the pancreas, the risk for dehydration is high. Pancreatitis is treated by replacing the fluids in the body and monitoring the inflammation.
So, tell me about this last disease that you mentioned.
Of course, gastroesophageal reflux disease. Most people know it as acid reflux. What happens here is that a muscle at the bottom of your esophagus relaxes when it isn't supposed to, and the acid partially digested food travels back up through your esophagus. People with the disease feel some kind of discomfort like chest pain, excessive coughing, or even vomiting. Some people even have pain while swallowing. Usually it's diagnosed through a pH test that tests the acid level in your esophagus. It's treated using the same proton pump system that I mentioned before, so less acid is released that may bother your esophagus.
Very, very interesting. Thank you so much for spending your time talking to us tonight.
Thank you.
Oh no! If only I had a specialized cell to help me clean up this mess.
Well, you do! This here is an intestinal absorptive cell, which helps in the small intestine to absorb all the nutrients you need and uses proper filtration.
Wow! How much does it cost?
5 simple payments of $19.99. You should try it out. You'll be amazed with the results. Look at all that absorbing action. Wonder how that happens. Well, I know. See, on the surface of the absorptive cell, there's microvilli that increase surface area so that more stuff can be absorbed and more nutrients can be present. Thanks for being with us tonight on JHSNC. Tune in tomorrow.